Hey, what's up, guys? So today I'm going to be going over why I bought mini splits, or the other name for this is a ductless AC system for my house. So just to give you an overview of what ductless AC is, it's basically a very highly energy efficient HVAC system that doesn't use the typical duct system that an HVAC uses. So from using this, I was actually able to cut down the energy bills from like over 500, 600 per month for one of my houses down to $120 per month or less. And so that's one reason why I started looking into this, but I constantly had these energy efficiency problems at this house that was 100 years old, and I had a lot of tenant complaints about it. And so there's this intangible cost of, having to try to spend time and emotional energy trying to reassure the tenants that, it will get better, it'll get warmer or it'll get cooler later, and just wait it out because, installing a AC system at that house would have been a lot of work. It would have been very expensive. So at the time I was like, oh, you know what, just wait it out. And there wasn't much I could do. But then, I eventually had several contractors come in, HVAC contractors, take a look and see what the best system was for this house in order to make sure it's energy efficient and it cools well and it heats well. And I also had an insulator, a guy who looks at insulation on a house, basically come over and see if he could maybe make the house more energy efficient by providing more insulation in like the attic, for example. But he said based off of the structure of the house, I wouldn't get much benefit from insulation. He actually recommended I don't use insulation. So anyways, I had all these contractors come over and they said, the best way to actually get this house to be energy efficient would be to use the ductless mini split system, which it is very expensive. Actually, it costs me around $15,000 to put in the ductless AC system throughout the whole house. But I'm a big believer in having these one-time fixes and never having to worry about this for the rest of my life. So you have to think about it from a different perspective. It's not just about money, right? It's not just about the cost of money. There's a human aspect as well, which is the suffering of the tenants, right? Because it's too hot or too freezing at the house, and so they're suffering, and of course they're complaining about that. You have to think about the time and emotional energy again that I put toward this and trying to ameliorate the tenant complaints. And then you have to think about your reputation as well, right? So better reputation means more tenant leads, more people referring, more referrals for tenants to stay at one of your rooms. And so because I have all these tenant complaints about the HVAC system or the poor energy efficiency at the house, then that kind of creates a bad reputation for me. And for me, reputation's extremely important as a real estate investor, because once you have that bad reputation, then people aren't going to want to stay at your houses. So those are the things you want to think about. Don't just think about how much it costs. Think about all the intangible benefits as well. And so that's the point I wanted to make on this call, and that's why I actually invested in the ductless mini split system, or the ductless AC system. And yeah, hopefully this was helpful for you guys. Please like and subscribe, smash that like button, and I'll see you guys on the next YouTube video. Thank you.